Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. What is this person doing? People slowing down to almost a stop on the highway here. The guy next to me is freaking out for absolutely no reason. What does this guy do? Drivers. Entertainment of the road. Just got a busy couple weekends coming up. This weekend here we've got 3 campers to move. I just did the first one. It was a Forest River Willwood XT 1 slide. So it was like 7,000 pounds, bumper pull. Truck didn't know it, well, technically didn't know it was there. Got 12 miles to the gallon. Good easy load. Guy had, and the crazy thing is the guy had a pickup truck that I moved it for, and he's just like, man, he's like, by the time I buy a weight distribution hitch, tow mirrors, get the 7-pin on my truck, he's like, it's cheap. He's like, it was cheaper just to pay somebody to do it. So he was looking at, he's like, he's used it 5 times this year, it's brand new. He's like, I don't use it enough, so he's probably going to sell it. Oh, man. We're on it. We just finished that run. We're on our way to Pennsylvania. Hamilton or something like that. There's a campground out there. I've moved a camper out of there previously. Today's camper is the son of the father that I just moved a couple weeks ago. So that's where we're going. It's about a 2-hour drive to get there. And then he's coming back over the border into Ohio to southern Ohio, so we're going to get that done. And then we got Sunday. We got a 5th wheel on Sunday. I moved it's the same camper I've moved in the past. The guy just didn't know I have anywhere to go, so he just put it in storage for a couple months. So he's got a spot for it. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, is we're moving it from storage to its new location. I haven't decided though if I'm using the Ram or the Duramax. It's a decent sized trailer. It's like a Cougar Sabri or something. It's about 14,000 gross, so it put my 2500 would be right about its max capability for the Hemi anyway. But so I'll figure that out tonight, which truck I'm using. Alright, things are going good, getting good fuel economy. That is the only advantage of power only some days, is when you're deadheading, you get great fuel economy. But there's that deadhead sometimes that sucks. And then we got, following weekend I got possibly 2 gigs. We'll see if they pan out. They're just kind of like nibbling on at the worm, trying to decide if they want to bite. It's one's like a converted semi-trailer with a 5th wheel hitch on it for a pickup. So we'll see if he seems very interested in my offer. And then I got potentially another 5th wheel that same weekend, next weekend. I think it's going to be on a Saturday or Sunday. Some guy got it off a Facebook post. Said his truck was going into the shop and he was looking for somebody to get his camper moved across the state of Ohio. If you're familiar, it's going from basically, like, we'll say Toledo to Pittsburgh. So it's got a good 3-hour, 240-mile drive or something like that. So we'll see. I sent him an offer. He's interested. And then I got a weekend after that. I got that'd be like November 1st kind of weekend. Old client reached out, needs me to move some golf carts of all things. He's got a bunch of golf carts over on it's called Put-in-Bay. So truck is going on a ferry. It's going on the water. So we definitely got a full month of October here. Everybody's in that first kind of cold snap. Frost just happened, so it kind of got everybody puckered up, getting them in gear. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, the weather is changing. So yeah, just out here making side hustling, making money. Things are going well, but we'll catch in. I'll see if I can't put some clips of some of these campers into this video as we go. Talk soon. Okay guys, in continuation here, I got the second camper. It's a Hornet by Keystone. And something to note, the older trailers are heavier. The trailer I moved this morning was a Forest River Willwood, as I mentioned, and it was longer than this one by probably quite a few feet. I think that was a 35 footer. This one might be 30, 32, but this one is significantly heavier. It's a difference of, I think this thing is 10 or 15 years old, but yeah, something to note, these older campers are definitely heavier. Take a little bit more effort on the tow vehicle to tow because of that. Less wind aerodynamics going on. And they just said, I told them you need new wheels and tires because what was on there was 20 years old and they're all cracked, dry rotted, and flat. So they did that. And they're like, yeah, ready to go. But the most important note is, you got to do your pre-trip, guys. Just because somebody says you're good to go, you can't trust them. Doesn't matter if you're best friend or what. You got to do your own pre-trip. Doesn't matter. They said we're good. I went around anyways and checked all the tire pressure. They're only at 40 psi, and they look like they're half flat due to the weight of the camper. I'm like, nah. I'm like, the sidewall says 80. Cold. So I put 65 in them. I mean, the camper is not that heavy where it needs 80. So I split the difference and went 65. We're just running down the turnpike. Got an hour before drop off. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick video on how things are going and mention those items. Just here in the right lane, got my cruise set about 65. I ain't one of those that rush in the left lane. I ain't trying to go 70, 80 miles an hour. The location ain't going anywhere. It's gonna be there, no matter how fast or how slow I go. These aren't like commercial rated tires, so they're not rated for 70, 80 miles an hour. So yeah, cruising at a nice safe speed. No weight distribution hitch, none of that stuff. Just hooked it up to the bumper, and down the road we go. Just following on. Semis are passing, semis in front of me, behind me. Of course, you get a good side wind gust, it wiggles. It's like anything else when it's you got something long and tall. So, cool. Alright, we'll check in here soon. Morning guys. Alright, we are on the final leg of this camper hauling weekend. We got it's gonna be a fifth wheel. It is a GVWR about 14. I looked it up, it's about 11,000 dry, and I know it's a dry away camper because the guy who bought it hasn't used it, so Gonna have the hitch in the bed. I've got all my other boards and jacks for other things I do. And to add to that payload weight at the moment, we've got bricks I gotta go to my buddy after I drop that off. So I've already got some weight in the bed of this truck. Of course, full toolboxes, an air compressor, fluids, tools. So, and then of course, you know, the back seat's full. So I got settling torch kit and stuff in there. I gotta go do a brake job after all that. I got some weight in the truck today already. I haven't even got the camper. Ugh. Radio. Yep, it's about 7 a.m. on a Sunday. So let's get on the road and get this last one done. We'll see how this truck does with all this weight behind it. I was gonna switch to the Duramax, but I didn't feel like going to my brother's house to switch trucks around and everything I would have to do. I'm like, screw it. The Hemi will do it. We'll just get terrible fuel economy in the process, but we'll see. Alright guys, we are on the road. I got this guy's camper. I think it's actually 43 feet long. So, it's probably the longest camper I've had behind this Ram. But it's doing well. It's left a bit to go from the storage lot that I picked it up from. Going to the campground and just called and talked to them, let them know I'm on my way. Can't complain overall. 6.4 is doing 6.4 stuff. This guy's truck in front of me keeps tapping his brakes. Like, bro, come on. Grab a gear. But yeah, this is the longest, heaviest thing I've had behind this truck. My 05 Duramax wasn't that big of a deal, considering it's got double the payload capacity. It's 5,000 pounds on that versus this Ram. But it's doing great. Got an hour to go. Fuel economy wise, I don't know. Let's see if we can look here. Yeah, it's probably, well, it still says 12, but it's probably more like 8 to 10. We'll see in about an hour. Yeah, it's doing great. I've never towed with a Ram with an 8-speed, but from what I read and everything online is the 8-speed makes a world of difference, but the 6-speed's doing its job. Got it locked out in 5th gear. It's bouncing between 4th and 5th gear. If I grab a hill, it'll spike to 3rd, grab about 3,200 RPMs, run up the hill, then drop back to 5th gear and just kind of cruise along. Typical Hemi. Overall, can't complain. Got a little bit of squat going on. From, as you saw this morning, I've got a couple hundred pounds of pavers at the tailgate on top of the camper. With, you know, I already went over that, so a bit of weight in the bed, and I got a bit of weight in the cab. So, typical day in my world. Dropping this, and then I gotta go to my buddies. We're gonna do some brake lines on his diesel, and then I gotta go pick up a couch. And so yeah, 7 days a week I work. I don't clock out. Always something going on. Still gotta find time for winterizing the home. So we gotta get a whole bunch of stuff there. So we'll see. Constantly busy. As they say, when you have a business, it ain't 9 to 5, it's 5 to 9. That's 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So, you get used to it. Only do it if you love it. So, we'll check in here once we get this dropped off. So, to recap, we have done 2 bumper pull travel trailers and a 43-ish foot fifth wheel that was about 14K, and overall, I mean, it was a good weekend. Obviously, I made money. Ram, very impressed. Was a little more impressed than I was expecting to be with that large camper. I mean, I did decent on fuel. Let me see if I go into my trip A for the weekend. I'm at 700 miles. Put in some miles this weekend, guys. And my average in 700 miles was 11.3. And all of those were with a trailer of some type. So not bad. So that's pretty great. The only thing I could say would be like icing on the cake would be if this thing had 410 gears and an 8-speed. I hear great things about that combination, but can't complain. Even with 373s and this 6-speed, handled it no problem. Even better than I expected. So, thanks for hanging out, spending some time watching the video. There will be more to come in the next week or so. I got more work coming. Thanks for tuning in.